Alright, here we are, back at it again. So, got a few parts in and all that. We're still obviously at this kind of position, motor's out and all that. When I was taking all the fuel lines off, it just kind of broke off, so it's pretty brittle. It's obviously still the factory line, still has all the information, all that on it. So, I went and picked up some more fuel line, all that. I get about 12 foot. Got that at my local Slacks. And got a few parts in. We'll take a look at what we got here. I don't know if I can get it open. Let's do this. Alright. Got a new filter and the housing. So I did look at this. I was in the picture or the video, or the picture when I ordered it, only showed these two screws, which definitely had me worried because you can tell by the top there is 4 right here, but I did actually line it up and everything, and 2 of these do line up, so I would assume that 2 screws will still hold it down just fine. And I also got, let's see here, got the fuel filter in right here. Got this guy in, so change that when we're doing the fuel lines. And I got the manifold gasket, so got one of those to replace. Just got to clean all this corrosion off right here, get that. And also purchase, because I didn't get any of the gasket for that, I bought some of this at my local Slacks. So I can make my own gasket, and I have some left over to make other gaskets for things. So still waiting on the motor mount, so I can't really put any of that back in there, and I've got to get another one of these where that broke down in there, and that goes inside here, the pipe from the manifold. It clamps to here and then clamps onto the muffler right there inside of this. So just be aware of that when you're taking them apart. You've got this inside of it as well. And I still got to pick up another bolt for the motor mount where that one broke off, but I did get it out. The only way I could really get it out obviously was to pull the motor, because I couldn't get a good grip on it right there. Right there is where it was. So I just ended up pulling the motor. Well, let's get started on replacing the fuel lines and clean up the motor so I can put these new gaskets and the filter on here. I know one thing, these old gas lines, they are brittle, but they are still tough to try to get off of these other fittings and all that. But we'll get these yanked off of here, get them off of this reserve switch and everything. Try to get some new ones put on. I was going to show you a little trick that I use to get, I'll make sure I got the right one. Let's go into the carb. So whenever I'm trying to put these onto something, because it's already going to be a tight fit, fuel line, I just put a tiny little squirt of carb cleaner. Tiny squirt there, and a tiny little squirt there, and then it will slide right on. Just like that. And that's usually what I do. Put stuff like that on because it just works so much better. So alright, I'm gonna bounce around a little bit, get with these gas lines, and we'll go over here and start cleaning the manifold where it bolts up to the engine, all that. So I'm not cleaning the manifold, cleaning the engine, and then we'll make me some gaskets out of that stuff, that material I got like right here. This stuff is actually pretty easy to work with just some scissors and a little fairly sharp knife. I like it. Little man, make sure these all fit up good. He likes it. Get ready to get the filter bolted up. Put some RTV in there just to make sure, no leaking. Not really sure why I'm doing this for the filter, but hey, I was doing it on all the other gaskets, so I might as well do it with this one. Lined up, looks good. It's a 5mm T-handle that I was using to get that tightened down. Oh yeah, get it lined up, looks good. Get that tightened down. Let's get these 2 motor mounts put in here. I've got 2 more ordered, and we'll be able to throw that motor back in once we get those in. Get these tightened down. Little man, he is obsessed with seeing what I'm doing all the time. Trying to strip these out. Get them so tight that you won't be able to get them back out again. Alright, well, I've decided since I bought that gasket making stuff, I'm going to redo this gasket because they done a whole lot of sealant and stuff like that, and it's kind of oily like it was maybe leaking. I mean, who knows, it could have been leaking somewhere else, but I'm going to go ahead and create another gasket for that right there, so that's what we're going to do right now. Gotta get the wrench. Don't know if y'all caught on to that a little while ago in the video. I know I wasn't talking or anything, so whoever put this carburetor on here had put 2 gaskets on top of this plate before it went down to the reeds and all that. So there's 2 up here and not 1 down here, so that's why I was getting a little bit of leakage. But now, between the gaskets and RTV, I'd say it should be good on the top and the bottom where the breather is and all that. So hopefully that'll help. Now I'm taking kind of a break from that, and I'm going to start buffing the bottom because I got pretty rough spots, and you know, smooth it up, make it run a little faster on the water. So that's what I'm going to do right now. We got a big mess here of tools now, but I've got everything back in except for this 1 motor mount right here. I'm meeting up with some buddies tomorrow, and I'm going to get that motor mount put in there temporarily until I got my other 2 brand new ones. So right now I'm going to try to get this thing cranked up. I've just gotten some fuel into the filter right there, so let's see what we can do. Whoop. Not ready yet for all that. Heck yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. I'll take the GoPro and we'll get some shots and see how well all of this works now that I've got it back together. So heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We'll see y'all out at the water tomorrow.